to know where to find him. The question is, who? Sir Emmerich would seem the obvious choice. There is no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at a short notice. I have it. Edmund's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy See's juiciest rumors. Let us return to Edmund and see if Lord Emilian knows anything about it. Let's go to the manor then. Alright, let's go check out the manor. I can teleport there, right? Yeah. Hello, Emilian. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fair fight? Well, I trust in search of the Cid Garland, you say, then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of the said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he was tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. We've seen the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing. I'll wager their master does too. Yes, I thought as much. Of course, Cid is near the airship landing. Wouldn't that be obvious? Why did we go check that out first? Oh, there you go, Cid. How far are you both? Not terribly well, judging by your face. Greetings. I'm sure it'll come as a little surprise when I tell you we have a need of a favor. Another wind barrier. You say it was conjured by Nidhogg. The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravenians would fly rings around with her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. There must be something we could do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Justinian stands a vigil at the edge of churning mist, but we do not know how much longer. We need a smaller boat. Briggs Wedge, it's time we gave the new toy of yours a proper field test. It's probably best if the other lads show you. Come on, the manufactory is not far. Alright, Biggs. You're going to like this one. Alright, I'm gonna like this one.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
Oh, looks pretty sick.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, and lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace, the Sultana.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the Mana Cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Sounds good. They may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, alright? And he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Alright, let's go. Tell him we may have identified a solution to our problem. It will take some time to prepare. As you wish. Alright, perfect. To the Waking Sands, Word of Light. This past time Ulda was delivered from this darkness.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours? Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo, and for Ul'dah!
Let's go. Let's do this shit. Alright, you agree? What's the plan? Target is Muriel, the Sultan's former lady-in-waiting. A woman of Midlander heritage, I'm told that the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwelling population of the Silver Bazaar. As such, as we began by questioning the market's residents and confirmed that Muriel was still hiding in there. I'm gonna do some investigation. Silver Bazaar, that's okay, that's all the way over there. Alright. I spotted Meadow, how you doing? Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear any of this. Okay, what about you, Kikipu? Any... Oh, okay. We're gonna have to figure out where she is, though. Hello, Danielle. Do you have any idea where Muriel might be? Okay. Alright. Now we know where it is. So it's this one right there, huh? Search for Muriel. Right over here, huh? Is it first floor or the first? Ah, yeah, it is on the first floor. Found you.
You are Muriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me. General Alden!
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Lolarito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn, a new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
Dolorito, it's not that simple. I mean, you did save the Sultana's life. I mean, he did save the Sultana's life, I'll give you that. Dolorito did save the Sultana's life. But he saved the Sultana's life by betraying all his allies, right? By betraying all of his allies, he saved the Sultana's life. That's the thing, though. Yes, he did do a good thing. He managed to save the Sultana's life. But he managed to save the Sultana's life by betraying everyone. Right? He had to betray everyone to save the Sultana's life.
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Exactly what I was saying. He betrayed everybody to save the Sultan's life. It doesn't make him good at all, but it's like...
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
Yeah, he's trying to make amends now. Lolorito's trying to make amends because he knows he betrayed everybody to save the Sultana. So he's like, well, I'm screwed. I did save the Sultana, but I'm screwed. I have to he has to regain everyone's trust now, including Roban.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life.
Exactly what I was saying.
You have my gratitude.
He did betray everybody, but he did it for a good cause. To stop Teledji Adeledji from assassinating the Sultana. Right? That's the thing with Lolorito. Yeah. Man. This is getting good.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
As far as I feared Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath, little I suspect that he of all people would give us the means to rouse the Sultan. Well, I mean, the thing is, yes, he betrayed everybody, but it's not like he wants us dead, right? He had to betray us in order to save the Sultana from Teledji. That's the thing, he had to prevent Teledji from assassinating the Sultana and blaming the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Without Lolorito, we would probably not be here. Let's go talk to Bartholomew. Let's go check up on the palace. Please, this way if you will. Alright.
Truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias, yes, well. 'Twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teledji Adeledji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Well, it makes sense considering they're all a bunch of traitors.
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
Let's just speak this one in your turmoil. But the fact remains, there is no woman alive in whom I would rather confide were it not for your shining example, and I'd never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. Perfect. All's good then, eh? Right, Alphino? All's good? All's pretty... everything's good, right? Still no word from Master Garlon. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. What's this? I'm assured that Her Grace will make a full recovery. Aye, and Ulda too shall flourish once more. General Robon and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on Crystal Blaze. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stone? Yes, of course, you will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilber's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. To me, I see, I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Are we returning Ishgard? I must go to the Rising Stone and thank these stalwarts of their service. It shall be my final act as the Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me? You were there at the company's inception. It's only fitting that you be present at its end. Okay, let's go. And I would appreciate the support. Alright, let's go, Alphino. Let's finish this. Let's finish this once and for all. Now let's finish this once and for all. Let's go. Rising Stone, Z. Oh boy. Commander, you're alive. I knew you'd escape, true. I have wronged you, all of you. My promise of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Nah, yeah. Not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight misered than expected, aye. But we was still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye. You humble me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is of the most profound regret that I must. That's enough of that, Commander. We know what your mind's gonna say, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it all over, and you see it, and we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks. We won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves? Crystal Blaze may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other and to you. Commander, Alphino, our minds are made up, so ye may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Menphilia and the others. So, wait, they were part of the Crystal Braves, but instead they're gonna become Scions of the 7th Dawn. I guess that helped. That works. Instead of being Crystal Braves, they'll be Scions. After all that has happened, I know not what to say. He's crying. Freaking Alphino's crying. Oh no. Totally did not expect that. I had a thought. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Used to say that one could measure manly constancy of his command may have an exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of your loyalty. But as Talik is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. Nothing else matters to Talik as it stones. Alright. The information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, especially Orange at the Waking Sands and Tateru and Ishgard. While we're organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland in the Manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able to. Now I'll go back to Ishgard. Oh, Sid, what's that? How in 7 hells do we do it? We were just about to send you for leave and have at this moment completed Carter's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. As we stick to the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Cortex Manor. The Dragoon and the Stinging is looking for you. Stinging at Cortex Manor. Alright, let's go back there. Let's talk to Estinian. Let's go talk to Sir Amric then. I can just teleport there. Oops. Hello, Temple Knight. I've been eager to speak with you. Proceed. Alright. Let's proceed.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Wyrm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, it would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
I've pricked my stockhouse pride by fear, but had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the area. I do not think we belong to this talent. A few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphino will make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on anniversaries such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed in getting worry of carrying a novice. Chieftain is eager to set forth to the air. We have tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garlon and take possession of the Mana Cutters. Alright, let's go. Let's go check that out. Speak with Sid. Oh, over there. Oh, that's all over there. Alright. Oh shit, that's the wrong teleporter. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's just go. The Garland Iron Ore is guaranteed. Let's go. All tanks come. Joe Warden waits. The area is now accessible. Alright, perfect. Let's go. First one down. And one more left to go. Get the treasure. Don't need that. Yeah, this one would be good. No classes. Where do we got to go here, though? Is there like a portal or something, or do we have to go back? Actually, we have to jump down here. Oh. Just jump down. There we go. Oh, there's a dragon right there. Okay, almost got us. I think we paid attention to it. There's one of them here sleeping. This thing. Careful, dragon. though. Let's hope it doesn't have any hard mechanics on this week. What is this? It's a big circle though. Oh, that's the Dark Knight, I think. Yeah, that's the Dark Knight circle. Oh, wait, he has poison. Oh, I can't. What? It didn't let me. I'm just trying again. No, I'm not even moving. Weird. It's not letting me remove the toxin. I can remove the Z, I think. I can't remove the other. Can't remove toxin, but I think I can remove the Z. That's how that is. This one does not work now. This is not the healing. Okay, there it is. That's enough. I can use it on the toxin. I rolled a 99 on this. Is this the highest roll you can get, I think? Yes. defeat Nidhogg next. Mapping the realm, the Eyrie. Finger the one with the eye. Go, Estinian, do it. I have to keep Estinian alive? Okay. Keep him alive then. Sounds perfect. Then we'll keep us staying alive while we fight Nidhogg. Nidhogg. The dog. Nidhogg. So I have to also keep an eye on this thing. Let's turn around the camera. What is this? He's a bit challenging, that's for sure. What is he doing now? What is he doing now? I think we should try to stay near Estinian to make sure he doesn't die. Oh shit, right here. Come on. Kill the dragon, kill the dragon. He's gonna kill it. Let's do it. Okay, get in the barrier, get in the barrier. Get in the barrier, get in the barrier. Idiot. That guy was an idiot. Let me get in the barrier. Help! He has imprisoned. Perfect, we got it. First try. First try. Defeated Nidhogg on the first try. Ooh, that was a perfect run. Perfect run against Nidhogg. Really finder to enter the area. Just accommodation. Perfect ram. Did a good job. And Soren, you also did a good job. Let's go with perfect. Perfect. Let's go. It was a good run. It was a pretty good run. Everything went well. Alright, I'm gonna be watching another cutscene now. Alright, next cutscene. Let's go.
No, Wyrm! This ends here! You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The Wyrm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great Wyrm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, it is plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory, only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldreth, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
We four, then.
Forton, Hylanat, Dyrendare, and Zemile. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
That was a flashback to the past, right?
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded? You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull? Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried. Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Should be not all I can say about this portion on the menu. Come on, can anyone move out of the way? I gotta talk to you, Sil. Or... Your streams of dragons carried far. You have slain Nidhogg, what more could she desire from this place? Will you not allow her Skraga to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your sanctuous judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Dragonsong War has all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. It's time we learn the truth of its beginning, the whole truth, and we may at least bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, Warrior Light.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Oh, another flashback. Let's go. Flashback. Flashback Central. Okay, these eyes are reminding me of the Sharingans from Naruto. Do you know how in Naruto people are like taking out their eyes to gain power? Like you know about Naruto and the Sharingans, right? Like how the eyes in Naruto. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of the Sharingan from Naruto. There we go, now he has a Sharingan. There we go. Gives one Sharingan to the other dragon. So one dragon gives his Sharingan to the other, and now he has a Sharingan. And then would that make it a Mangekyo Sharingan? Right? Mangekyo Sharingan, right? There we go. Yeah, this is basically like the Uchiha. This is basically what happens with the Uchiha in Naruto. This is basically what happens with the Uchiha.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Huldreth had dealt the Wyrm a killing blow.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
This was an in Ela. Esclos Nidhogg, Lizesk I'm fine. Kolum Tomlos Inesgra. Kas Shizo Seknon Inaan Srei Snowfall in Sith
Man, this is just so sad. Will peace ever come? Will we ever have peace between man and dragon? Yes, the Emperor shall beget unending vengeance. Yeah, that's true. Oh, there's an Aether current here. How many Aether currents I need to find here, though, to be able to fly? Still need a Truma. There we go. Still not what you have to say. Still is frustrated by yet another mystery. Unrest in Ishgard? What's happening over there? Interesting. Well, it's been a nice day. We'll see where it goes next time on. Not Dragon Ball Z, but we'll see you guys. We'll see what happens next time on FF14. This was a sad ending to the death of Nidhogg, but it's over now, and hopefully everything's gonna be fine.